Hello there guys, and welcome to this live stream. This is Q8Pilot, your host for tonight's show and the captain in command of this JetBlue Flight 156 service from Ronald Reagan National Airport to LaGuardia in New York. Our flight today is a pretty short flight, about 35 minutes of flight time. And today we are actually joined by a very special guest, someone who's very dear to my heart. And in fact, it happens to be my best friend. So to my best friend, it means the world to me that you are watching today. And I want to welcome all of you guys live here on the stream. And want to thank all the new subscribers to the channels, all the new members for your support. I really appreciate it. Our flight today is going, the stream today is going to be jam-packed with a lot of good stuff. First of all, the approach into LaGuardia is quite a spectacular approach. Very, very nice. And I've got the Twirsky scenery, both here for Washington, the capital of the US, as well as New York, so it should make for a rather interesting approach. Hopefully I'll be able to grease it this time and give you guys a nice show to watch. But aside from that, today I am doing a giveaway for you guys, celebrating really the return to YouTube, as well as the official release date now of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I'm sure you guys are super excited about that, and so I wanted to give the opportunity for those of us who are probably less fortunate and unable to afford Microsoft Flight Simulator, but really wanting to be in the flight sim genre. So this is your chance. More details will be given throughout the flight, but there are actually two giveaways today. The first giveaway, and both links to the giveaways will be provided in the description section of this video. So go ahead and click on those links and enter the giveaway. The winners, the giveaway will be closed at 10 p.m. GMT +3. That's about an hour and a half from now. We should be done by the stream by then, and I will be announcing the winners right here on this live stream. So let's see here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to set up the aircraft. We've got the ground equipment right here. This is our JetBlue. Let me take a look here. There we go. That's our aircraft being loaded here with fuel and passengers. Unfortunately, this is a kind of a dated scenery of Ronald Reagan National Airport, so it doesn't really have the SAM jetways, anything like that. So we've got the ground equipment here loading our passengers. So let's hop into the cockpit, and we are going to bring up, the first thing is the Toliss control panel here to load our cargo and passengers. Yes, this is a really nice airport. So let's bring up also the, let's see here. There we go. Let's take a look at our plan. Up, and one more. Output. There we go. All right, so we are carrying about 6,485 kilos, 6.5, so 6.6 is good. So we're going to change that to 6.6, and the payload is, that's our payload, the payload 21.6, zero fuel weight is 70.8, so we'll just say 71. It's actually right there. We can reduce the cargo there a bit. 71, I think that's close enough. Apply, and we're going to close this and close that. All right, let's get things set up. We're going to head over here to the overhead panel. Battery 1, battery 2, and the external power. And we're going to follow the flow bottom to top, and then left to right. So everything looks good here. Ground control is on. ADIRs are set to nav mode. STS, system 1. And then we're going to head over down here and we're going to turn on the nav lights, fasten seatbelt, and non-smoking signs, and arm the emergency lights. Turn on the fuel pumps, and everything else looks good here. Okay, let's bring up some lights. And some lights over here as well. And on the first officer's side. All right. Let's head over here to the console. We're going to brighten up our MCDUs, or MCDUs, as bus pilots normally refer to them. And we're going to turn on the radios. And everything is good here. All right. Time to set up our plan. Initialization. We are departing Kilo Delta Charlie Alpha, which is Ronald Reagan National Airport, to LaGuardia Kilo Lima Golf Alpha. And that is set. Flight number today is JetBlue 156. And by the way, it's just a number that I've made up, so it's nothing. All right, let's bring up the. No, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, cost index. Oops. Cost index is 18. Cruise altitude is 27,000 feet. Align IRS. Next page, and we're going to bring up the Toliss control panel once more, and we're going to enter this information right here. So the zero fuel is 71, so 71.1, and the zero fuel center of gravity is 29.6, 29.6. There we go. And 6.6 for the block fuel. And our fuel is done. All is good. Right, let's see if we have any urgent questions. Oh, the giveaway command is not going to work in this in this stream. You're going to have to click on the link provided in the description section to join the giveaway. All right. Okay, so let's go and take a look at the rest of the flight plan. Flight plan is actually pretty simple if we look here, and thank you very much for Spec Life, if I recall correctly, for letting me know that runway 04 at LaGuardia is actually closed in real life, and that traffic normally for that same wind component lands at runway 13. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be departing Ronald Reagan at runway 19 through the Dr. Ford departure, through the AGARD transition. And we're going to enter that, insert, and then it's going to be actually immediately the star into LaGuardia, which is the Corey 4 star. So we're going to click here on LaGuardia and select the arrival. The arrival is going, we are going to perform an ILS approach, runway 13, through the Corey 4 star with no transition. We're going to insert that, and that is going to give us one discontinuity which we need to clear right after AGARD. So clear that here and insert. Okay, flight plan. And our flight plan now looks good. We can see that there are no discos. Now you can see that the top of climb is immediately, the top of descent is immediately after top of climb. In fact, they are about 33 nautical miles. So we're going to have to be very quick in entering the approach data in the McDo once we are at our cruise altitude of 27,000 feet. So we might do it just right before that. Okay, so we are good here. We are going to go to performance, and we're going to select from the Toliss control panel flaps 1 today. That gives us a V1 of 146 and a V rotate of 157 and a V2 of 160. Transition altitude in the US of A is 18,000 feet. Flaps 1 today, and the trim is going to be 0.5 down, so DN 0.5. And we're going to stick that there. Flex temperature is 34. And now everything is set in terms of the McDo. We're going to be having dinner soon. Well, I'm actually hungry. I might just join you for that. Okay. So we are done with the McDo. So this is our flight plan. We can take a quick look at our flight plan just to make sure everything looks good. So let's switch to flight plan, and this is our flight plan here. Let's bring this up right over here so we can see. Yep. And we can step through, and as you can see, it's a pretty straightforward flight into LaGuardia. Let's see here, and that, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as we reach Proud, and we make the left turn, that is going to be an absolutely spectacular scene as we go. The Statue of Liberty is going to be to our left, and the rest of New York and the high-rise building, in fact, we're going to fly just right over them. So it should make for a very spectacular approach into New York. So we are done with that. We can switch this back to ARC. Everything looks good here. And let's go ahead and power up the APU. APU master is on. Okay, and turn it on here. And we're just going to wait for the APU now to become available and power up the aircraft with APU power. All right, let's set up our altitude for the flight today, which is 27,000 feet. 27,000 is set, and let's go ahead and grab the altimeter. Now, for the weather information in general, I use an application called Avia Weather. I really like it because it gives you the active runways as well, not just the weather information. So at Ronald Reagan National Airport, currently the wind is 50 degrees, 7 knots at 50 degrees, few clouds at 3,000, few at 12,000, scattered at 25. Visibility is at least 16 kilometers, temperature is 34 Celsius, and humidity is 36%. QNH is 1018. All right, we can switch that, or we can look at our flight plan here. There we go. One more. There we go. All right, so that's Ronald Reagan, and the altimeter is 3009. So we're going to set that here. 3009, and it's set over there as well. And all is looking good for pushback and start. Let's go ahead and dismiss the ground control here. Yeah, these guys are still here. So let's go to ground handling. Drive away. All right. By the way, I've made one change in my settings in this stream. I've added shadow, so the scenery shadows is turned on. In this beta of X-Plane 11, things are pretty good. I tell you, it's pretty solid. Performance is really good. So yeah, why not? We can add a few more things for eye candy. All right, let's head over back to the cockpit here, and it looks like we are good. We can start the APU, and we can turn off the external power, and everything's looking good now. All right, we are ready to call the pushback truck. So we're gonna say start push.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
All right, let's see where we want to go. We actually can just bring the aircraft right over here. That works.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
All right, and beacon lights are on. And we are ready. Yes, the giveaway winners will be announced today, right after we land at LaGuardia. So stay tuned for that. Right, we are being towed now.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
All right, so one of the things that we need to enter in the McDo in the approach phase is the decision height. The first person with the right answer as to where we get the decision height from is going to win a special prize. So let's see, they're testing your knowledge there.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted.
The approach chart is the correct question. I think full flight. I'm not sure who was the first one, but you know, my moderators will let me know who was the first answer. I think it was full flight, but I think it was airport chart. It's actually the approach chart. It's the approach plate is where you get it from. So yeah, that is correct. All right, so we are ready. Let's release the parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay, we are good to start the engines. Engine mode selector. Engine number 2 is starting.
Tower, continuing approach runway 06 number 2 in stock. Number 2.
right, engine number 2, beg your pardon, is good. Let's start engine number 1.
Tower arm, 719 tower guys. Number 1 on Fox 1 Bravo for Q1 departure. 719 by Fox, pressure hold turn, runway 1. Hold shore, runway 1.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Okay, and parking brake is set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
All right, let's set auto brake to medium. And we're going to arm the speed brake and flaps 1 for departure today. Let's set our trim to 0.5 units down. By the way, runway 19 is pretty short. All right, let's disconnect. Are you giving away the standard edition? No, sir. I am giving
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed.
I'm giving the premium deluxe
We'll see you next time and have fun up
version.
there.
So that is the highest tier of the Microsoft offering. And a total of 5 people are going to win the copy of the premium deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Wa alaikum assalam, my friend from Egypt. Welcome to the stream. Okay, we are good to go, folks. Let's turn on the runway turn-off lights, taxi lights, wing lights. We can now turn the engine mode selector to normal, and we can turn off the APU, and everything is looking good. So we're going to release the parking brake. And we are good, and we are going to just click on all of these here. Auto brake max, sorry. Yeah, we're good now. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and taxi to runway 19er for departure. Man, I tell you, I'm really excited about this flight. Really don't know what to expect at LaGuardia. I haven't done this flight before, so but it should be an interesting approach. So, guys, can you tell me who was the first person with the right answer for the quiz, the trivia question? All right, here we go. We're gonna make a turn here, and yeah, we can actually look at the. Let me just slow it down here a bit. Go to airport, CA. Airport. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Airport. Alright, so that's runway 19, so we're going to take taxiway Kilo. All the way there, cross, and then we're going to make the, okay, that works. I love AviTab. It's really, I think, one of the best things, one of the best plugins for X-Plane. Very, very useful and quite sophisticated, if you ask me. And it's free. Really amazing. Ripley. All right, so Ripley is the winner. Okay, well, Ripley, please send an email to info@q8pilot.com to claim your prize. It's still going to be a surprise, but I'm going to tell you once I've established contact with you, I'll let you know what your prize is going to be, and I'm sure that you are going to like it. Right, here we go. By the way, the White House is right across somewhere over there. Yeah, it's like somewhere right over there, so we are pretty close to where all the decisions are made. There we go. So, you know, as I mentioned, a very special friend is watching the stream today, and it's going to be really interesting to get the perspective of somebody who does not really have any interest in aviation, let alone flight simulation. But yeah, it sure is going to be interesting to get the feedback after the stream, and you know, kind of see what they thought of it. All right, here we go. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this way because this runway is short, so we're going to need all the runway for takeoff. Takeoff lights are on, and wing lights are on. Yeah, all is good. We are looking good. Strobe lights coming on. Let's set up our view here. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We are going to bring the aircraft to a complete stop. Alright, we are cleared for takeoff. Runway 19er. Let's go. Flex, SRS, and runway. Knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate of climb. Gear is going up. Oh yeah. Right, we're looking good. Climb thrust is set. The sound is just wow. Really, really good. Alright, let's go ahead and engage the autopilot. Autopilot is engaged. gonna retract the flaps right about now. Flaps are going up. Right, ground spoilers being turned off, and we can now, oh, TCAS is not put on TARA, and the clock, guys. Man, I'm known for just forgetting the clock all the time. So, yeah, I did it just again. Right. All right, well, we are continuing now our climb to our cruise altitude of 27,000 feet, and we're going to actually begin entering the information for the arrival pretty soon in the McDo. In the meantime, yeah, I'm on the fence between getting this A321 and the A319. Hardest decision I've had to make. Actually, I'll tell you, I'll probably make it simpler for you. With the Toliss, the A321 and the A319 are pretty much the same in terms of the immersion level. Okay, let's put it this way. So, but of course, the A321 has a longer range. It carries more passengers than the A319. So, if you're planning on doing like really long haul flights, then get the A321 for sure. If you are getting the, if you're doing short hops, shorter flights, then it makes sense to get the A319 because the A321 isn't really designed for, short flights like this one, for example. But I know a lot of you guys wanted me to live stream in the A320, the Toliss A321, so that's what I've done in this stream. Next week, by the way, there's going to be a live stream with the A350 by Flight Factor. It has received an update recently with SIDS and STARS capability. That aircraft is something special, I think. It has a bunch of systems simulated. They're not all very accurate, but it's a really fun aircraft to fly. The only shortcoming, I think, for many people was the fact that you could not enter the SIDS and STARS. So that has been fixed, and so we will definitely be doing a live stream next week on the A350. We have a new member joining the channel. Welcome to the VVIP membership here at the Q8Pilot channel. Appreciate your support. I'm not sure what the deal is with Streamlabs OBS. Oh, okay, it is working, it looks like. Okay, we are at 10,000 feet. We're going to turn off the landing lights. And we're going to turn off the taxi lights or the nose light. Wing lights can be turned off as well. There's that one. I love this view. Look at that. Alrighty. Alright, so we are reaching our cruise speed of 320 knots, and we are actually going to need to enter the arrival information very soon, but here's what things look like here. As you can see, this is the AGARD. This is the transition out of our SID, and then it's ENO. And actually, if you see here, we will exit our SID and enter into the STAR for LaGuardia. So it's kind of really short flight. We are going to increase the range here, and let's go ahead and enter the information for our arrival. And once we do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the giveaway and what's coming on the channel in the coming weeks. So let's turn off the seatbelt signs so people can relax. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next phase. All right. So we're going to bring up our flight plan here real quick. And we're going to take a look here at the information at LaGuardia. And as you can see, the altimeter is 3006. 3006. The temperature at LaGuardia is 31. That is done. And the wind component is 6 knots at 080 degrees. So 080 and then 6 knots. And flaps full approach speed 156. And the decision height is 200. All right, all done. We are ready for our approach into LaGuardia. All right, you can turn this off now. And all right, so on to the giveaway. Now the giveaway, there are 2 giveaways today during this live stream. One is actually for the X-Plane org store. There are 5 people who are going to win $100 gift certificates at the X-Plane org store, and you can purchase anything that your heart desires from the org store. So $100 for 5 winners. That's $500 in total, and you can buy anything you like. There is plenty at the X-Plane org store for X-Plane, and the second giveaway is that of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. It is going to be 5 winners again, and each winner is going to receive the equivalent of what is needed to get the premium deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Simulator. So you will be getting $119 paid to your PayPal account in order to purchase Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, if you choose to do something else with the funds, that's totally up to you, but this is my tribute to my fans and members and followers and everybody who has supported the Q8 Pilot channel for the past 5 years plus. So yeah, that is going to be the giveaway, and I really hope that I can contribute something useful to you guys, maybe those who are less fortunate of us, who can't really afford it, that they can afford it. And even if you can afford it, you can spend your money wisely somewhere else. One thing you'll notice in this version of X-Plane Beta 15, look at the shadows. They're not as jagged as they used to be, so quite an improvement over the previous beta. So I really like that. Alright, so we are now approaching 25, 22. This is our top of climb right here. The top of the climb. Yeah. Now, as far as Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, now I am in the closed beta. Unfortunately, I cannot say anything about it, but I can tell you this, that I am planning a lot of content for you guys once Microsoft Flight Simulator is made public on the 18th of August. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for a lot on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 in the coming weeks after release. It's really been very restrictive of what I wanted to do, because I am normally a person who likes to share everything I know with the community, whether it's a review, whether it's an aircraft, a screenshot. But then, of course, you're confined by either an NDA or sometimes copyright or things like that. So as much as I can, you know, I share with you guys whatever I can share, and of course whenever time permits. So yeah, I'm really excited about Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I can tell you things that you have already seen. Now, there were some folks who were a bit dubious about whether it's going to look anything like, you know, what you've seen in the screenshots or in the footage that you've seen of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, I can tell you that it is actually exactly what you've seen in the screenshots. So those screenshots are not edited, they're not modified in any way. Those are screenshots from Microsoft Flight Simulator. The sim looks amazing in terms of the realism, the representation of, you know, trees. The nature is well represented. Even when you see the birds flying around, it looks very realistic. And one thing they've absolutely nailed is the water waves. The water looks real. There's no other word that describes it other than it's real. The waves and the direction of the waves, and just really, it's just really an amazing sim in terms of the look and feel. So this is, of course, all information that you've seen. I'm just really confirming, you know, what you guys have already seen. So if you had any doubt that those pictures were not real, they are real. They're actually exactly what this thing looks like. So what are my AA filtering settings in Vulkan? Actually, here, guys, I'll just really quickly show you my settings. I'm going to go to graphics. Here, you can see this is HDR maximum 416 high, and I have the draw shadow on scenery turned on. Those are my settings. Right, let me bring up some lights here. Right up there. Okay. That looks good. Okay. Little orbit scene for you guys. All right, we are now at exactly 27,000 feet, and you can see that this is the top of descent mark. So let's very quickly, I believe the platform altitude is 1900 feet. Yeah, 1900. All right, so we're going to set the MCP altitude now to 1900. There we go. And this is our top of descent. Actually, this needs to be here. 9 nautical miles before top of descent. So it's a really short flight. But one, I really like the approach. I've seen a real video of an airplane landing at LaGuardia, and the cockpit view is just phenomenal. All right. I feel like Microsoft Flight Simulator looks like an arcade game. Well, it can. Depends on the angle, I guess. Yeah. What is your opinion of the Just Flight VC-10? The VC-10 hasn't been released yet. All right, we are at top climb, so let's go ahead and begin our descent. Sorry, top of descent. So we're going to begin the descent now into LaGuardia. So the VC-10 is actually an aircraft that I've been aboard. There is a real VC-10 at the Brooklyn Museum in the UK. It belonged to the Sultan of Oman, back in the maybe late 60s, early 70s. This was, of course, a custom-made VC-10 for the Sultan of Oman, which is, the equivalent of the king. The cockpit, from what I've seen in the footage, I haven't seen the aircraft, but from what I've seen, it does have a hint of what the real aircraft looks like, but it's not very authentic. And this is just based on a screenshot that I've seen, so please don't quote me on that. But based on what I've seen in real life versus what I've seen in the Just Flight screenshot, they're not very, it's not very authentic. It doesn't look like the real aircraft. And let me tell you, the cockpit of the VC-10 is, it's just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. Just buttons and switches all over the place. I just can't fathom of, a couple of people sitting there with an engineer and flying this aircraft and knowing, what to press and not pressing anything by mistake. It's just that complex of an aircraft. It's a subsonic aircraft. It's a very powerful aircraft. And the one at the Brooklyn Museum was given to the museum by the Sultan of Oman after the aircraft was retired from service. It's got some, if you look at the bedroom of the Sultan and his toilet, everything is gold-plated, and it still looks pretty good for an aircraft from that era. If you ask me, they've kept it very well at the museum. We had a layover in Beirut, and we're surrounded by can't wait for the giveaway. I would be so happy to win. I never win a giveaway. I'll tell you something, guys. I've actually never won a giveaway in my life. I remember the only time I won something was when I was in the States. I was a student then, and I used to shop at Save Mart. I don't think Save Mart is still there, but yeah, I used to shop at Save Mart. I used to do my grocery shopping at Save Mart, and they always used to ask me to fill in coupons and things like that. Never really believed in it, but on that one occasion, the gentleman was really nice, and he told me, go ahead and fill it. So I filled one of the holy crap. All right, guys. I'm not sure what to say, but unfortunately, X-Plane crashed. So, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm back. Unfortunately, you know, we couldn't do it. It's a bummer because I was really looking forward to, you know, to doing this this approach for you guys. But unfortunately, you know, things sometimes go against the wind. So this time it has gone against the wind. So, okay, well, yeah, you can do resume flight from last flight feature. I'm not sure I can do that now. Resume from last time. We could say okay. All right, let's see here. Oh well, thanks for letting me know. It looks like it did work. All right, let's see if we can actually nail this thing. Thank you really for the tip. Really appreciate it. Looks like it brought everything to exactly the state where we were at. So let's put this back to the flight plan. Let's make sure that everything is still there. Oh wow, everything's still there. Pretty cool. I never knew that Toliss had this feature, but I'm really glad that you told me. So we can continue our flight now. We are definitely still learning. You learn something new every day. That's what I keep telling my guys at work. You know, the team that I work with. Sometimes, you know, I think it's something with this newer generation of people. You know, the youngsters. They feel that they just know everything and they know the whole world. So, yeah, you keep learning for sure. Wow, I'm really glad, guys, that I hope it doesn't crash again. And thank God that the crash was actually X-Plane wasn't Streamlabs, so that's a plus. Same line my dad says. Okay, so we are now at the transition altitude, so we're going to set the barrel reference, and we are going to take a look at Avitab here real quick, because I'm not sure what the altimeter is. Let's see, it's 911 output flight plan, and then we can just go to LaGuardia. There we go. And the altimeter at LaGuardia is 3006. 3006 is set. Alright, we're looking good still, I think. Just look at that view. Beautiful. All right. God, it feels so good to be able to continue the stream where we left off. Okay. Let's take a look here. All right, so if we actually take a look at the, let's go here and take a look at the airports. Let's go to LaGuardia. arrival. This is our star, just to kind of get a feel as to where we are. Alright, so we're right here. That sample, try. So right here is our turn, and this should take us to the, so the Statue of Liberty is somewhere right over here, so it's right ahead, right there. So we should be able to see it as we approach the area. All right, we're coming down to 13,000 feet now. Hold's looking good. Alright, as we approach 10,000 feet, we are going to turn on the seatbelt signs back on again. And fine, let's turn on the landing system. We're actually pretty close now. The airport is, I think, right ahead of us, but we're going to make a turn and come back here. If we take a look at the plan here, and we step through, yeah, see that? And then we're going to come here and land. Alright, looking good. I wonder what, I know Leminar has said that there's going to be something special, something they haven't yet told us about coming this year for X-Plane, so let's see. Yeah, it looks like there is a restriction here at 10,000 feet. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's definitely a restriction here. Alright, let me... the speed brake there to reduce our speed to 250 knots. Connor, thank you very much for your kind words. Appreciate it. Glad you find the channel useful. All right, here we go. And let's go ahead and arm the speed brake now in preparation for our approach into LaGuardia. And we're going to set the auto brake to medium, just so that I don't forget. And let's take a look here. Yeah, we're going to need to Corey 4. Okay, so in about 3 nautical miles, we'll begin the descent again. And we're going to reduce our speed to about 190 knots. Alright, we're looking good. Things are calm, few clouds in the area. Alright, let me give you guys the weather information at LaGuardia, at least according to this application that I use. So in LaGuardia, right now, the wind is 5 knots at 10 degrees, 6,000 feet, few clouds, 25 scattered, 32 Celsius. And yeah, we've got the wind component is 2 knots from the left crosswind and 5 knots headwind as we approach. That's the runway actually right ahead of us. You can see it now. Right, landing lights. And wing lights as well. And what we're going to do at this point is we're going to begin the descent again. All right, so we're going to do that. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to start reducing our speed as well. So I'm going to reduce the speed here to, come on, 220 knots. Right, let's use that. Let's make it on the green dot exactly. We'll leave it there. 225. That's fine. Hello, New York. All right, there we go. By the way, that crash that happened, I think, I'm not sure, but I think it's a VRAM issue. I think maybe the sim ran out of available VRAM. Right, let's take a look here. 7600. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Well, I'll tell you, I'm very sure. Khalid Bursley, welcome to the Q8Pilot channel. X-Plane will, if X-Plane keeps up the development, I will tell you that X-Plane will continue to compete and it will remain a very strong contender to any flight sim platform available out there. And the reason for that is that X-Plane has an incredibly accurate flight model. I've spoken to a couple of real-world pilots. In fact, one of them is a private pilot and the other one is an Airbus pilot. And they both tried X-Plane and they tell me the flight model is extremely realistic. The way the aircraft responds to wind is extremely realistic. They use it for training, they use it for when they're off duty, and they really had a lot of very good things to say about X-Plane, about X-Plane flight model. So so definitely from that respect, I think let me take a look here. Okay, I think we're a bit, just change this here, but here to keep it at 5.7. Just want to make sure we don't hit those buildings. All right, let's decrease the range. That's the airport right there. We're going to that's the Statue of Liberty. You can see it. It's a tiny dot right over there right now. Right, continue the descent now. Let's see. Let's take it to the platform altitude of 1,900 feet. And we're going to watch here 6780 526. All right. Right, so the speed in the McDo is still showing 250, and I don't want to be at 250. I think it's a bit too fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to now reduce the speed to about 210, and we are going to extend flaps 1. We're actually pretty close now. Speed check, flaps 1. As soon as we begin the turn, then we will. Yeah, I'm actually a bit weary of those buildings, and the plane seems to be a bit, you know. Ooh, what's that? Let's go to. There we go. Man, look at that. Just look at that scene. Absolutely beautiful. That's the Statue of Liberty right there. Some turbulence there. All right, let's take a look here at the McDo. And it looks like the McDo is showing 212. So I'm going to switch this back now to manage speed. And we continue our descent to 1,900 feet. So what do you guys think for the landing rate? I think somewhere around between 180 and 220. I think that's what I'm going to be able to get. Hopefully better. Okay, so here we go. 2,500. And we can now turn on the... Actually, we can turn the approach. Right, here we go. That's 1,900. go here to approach phase. Alright, let's take a look here. 156. Okay. Right, speed check. Flaps 2. And approach. Autopilot 2. And speed check. Flaps 3. Minus 168. Let's see. And flaps full. That's the runway ahead of us now. Landing gear is going down. Let's look at that. That is a spectacular view, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. So let's see here. Cabin is ready. No blues. We are good. My view here a bit. One thousand. Let's take over. And my airplane. Feet.
400. 100 above. 300. Minimum. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LaGuardia. Woo! Wow, that was really a short runway. I thought that we weren't going to make it, so I really pushed the brakes very, very hard. And with the reverse thrust, we were able to make it, thank God. I don't have the landing rate yet, but I don't know if it was displayed on the screen or not. But we can check Sim Toolkit Pro in a minute here. Just let's go ahead and park the aircraft here at the gate. We'll check it together now, and we'll also do a replay of the landing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we made it safely here to LaGuardia, and it was an exhilarating flight here after the crash of X-plane. And thank you very much for, you know, I can't recall the name, but thank you very much for letting me know that, you know, we can restore the flight. So we're back in the game. And we made it successfully here at LaGuardia. Let's go ahead and turn off the engines, and we are going to take a look at the landing rate here real quick. Oh, this thing wasn't working, so oh well. You know, I forgot to reconnect Sim Toolkit Pro, and that's why you probably guys didn't get the landing rate. So it looked good, so let's go ahead and do a replay and take a look at the landing from right over here. There we go. Some wing views for you guys. Let me see here. There we go. What do you guys think? I think it was all right. Let's do it again. Let's bring it back here. Let's see. There. There she comes. Yeah, we had about five knots of crosswind from the left, and about some headwind was about 8 knots. So. That was a decent landing, huh? Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to get the we're going to do the giveaway. So we are going to announce the winners of the giveaway. Bit hard, but good overall, 7.5 out of 10. I'll take 7.5. Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good player. Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to go to the giveaway here. All right. And let me just refresh this so I can give you the stats. All right, so the live stream giveaway, we have a total of 230 people in this stream period, which is pretty good, I would say. And then we've had an additional 326 people participating in the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 giveaway. So we are ready to grab the winners now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to announce the winners in the stream, and then I'm going to contact the winners individually with their either gift certificate or just to confirm their email address of their PayPal account, so we can make the payments to them through the Q8Pilot channel PayPal account. All right, so let me go to the live stream giveaway, and we are gonna say winners, and I am going to say draw the winners. 5 winners and draw. Okay, and the winners, ladies and gentlemen, the 5 winners of the live stream giveaway, and those are the people who are going to get $100 gift certificate redeemable at the X-Plane Org store are Omar On, I hope I said your name correctly, Augustus, Bubblegum SG, Jonathan Zeng, I hope I said it correctly, I apologize if I haven't, and Aviation for Live. Yeah, Aviation for Live. Yeah, I've got all your email addresses. Just again, the winners are Omar On. Omar joins us today from Tel Aviv, Israel, and Augustus. He joins us from the Republic of Lithuania. We've got Bubblegum from Bucharest, Romania, and then we've got Jonathan Singh from Minneapolis, USA, and Aviation for Live or for Live is from Germany. Congratulations to the winners, and now let's go on to the other giveaway, which is the Microsoft Flight Simulator giveaway. Okay, and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 giveaway. See, yeah, we've got good entries there. All right, so let's go to the winners, and we are, hang on, there are some invalid entries there. Okay, we're ready to draw the winners. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. 5 winners to draw. Draw button is being clicked. Winners are being drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 Premium Deluxe Edition are Blake Renton from Falkland, USA, Jonathan Ekberg from Copenhagen, Denmark, Marziano21 from Padova, Italy, one of my favorite places in Italy, Artavia from Moscow, Russia, and last but not least, Michael Bonaga from Tracy, California, USA. If I mispronounced any of the names, I'm terribly sorry, guys. I do apologize for not pronouncing the names correctly, but those are the winners. Once again, the winners of the Microsoft Flight Simulator giveaway are Blake Renton from Falkland, USA, Jonathan Ekberg from Copenhagen, Denmark, Marziano21 from Padova, Italy, and then Artavia from Moscow, Russia, and Michael Bonaga from Tracy, California, USA. Congratulations to all of you guys. I will be in touch and provide you with your gifts, and I really hope that you can enjoy whatever add-ons that you get. The command isn't going to work, guys. The giveaway, it's done on iGlean. So I will be contacting you all Congratulations to all of you who won, and hopefully there will be more giveaways coming on the channel in the days to come. I want to close this stream by thanking you ever so much for being patient. I know that those crashes when they happen, they're very annoying for both for you and for me. So really thank you for sticking around. I think today we've had the highest number of concurrent viewers on the stream. So thank you very much for your support. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for those who've become members of the channel. Your support is really unparalleled. You're the best bunch, the best 48 something thousand subscribers anyone could possibly have. So thank you guys very much once again for tuning in and for making my experience on YouTube worthwhile. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.